I'm Ethan Lester, and I'm gonna teach you how to cook food, eat it, and put it away, baby. Get our pre-made meat. Oh no, I just made a mess. Aw, shucks. Got the pre-made meat right here. Turkey, lean. Oh yeah. All right. So now that the rice is finished cooking in the microwave, we will then grab it. Hot, hot, hot. Anyways, voila. We got some of the good stuff right here. Oh yeah, it's time to eat this. I almost forgot the water. It's still scalding hot. Snails. Happy plate. I'm Ethan Lester, and I'm here with Jacob Grobelby, and we're going to be talking about In the Zone, his callings for games, and what he wants to do in life. Well, Grobelby, it was great having you and talking with you.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you having me on. Hope you get an A on this.
I hope so too.
Please.
Please.
My boots hit the hardwood floor, busted through the bedroom door. Guess I must have caught you by surprise. Screaming, baby, let him go. You don't want that on your soul. I said a man is gonna die tonight. I'm chasing tail lights straight as a crow flies, hunting justice down a country road. I've got a shotgun, it's riding shotgun, and we're both fixing to unload. Son, I know what you've done. There's only one way to outrun me. You better pray your tank don't beat mine to eat. All you see is my my headlights, I see the whites in your eyes, that fear mirrored in your rear view.
Attention! Isaac Dean is leaving in 3 weeks, so you need to come see him before he goes.
My name is Ben Brown. I'm from Owasso, Oklahoma. I was born and raised. I've been living here all my life, and I've been at Rogers State for 4 years. I grew up in Owasso, going to Rejoice Christian School. I went there from pre-K all the way to high school, graduated from Rejoice Christian. Older brother and a younger sister, so I'm the middle child, and I grew up in a good family, a good home, and now I'm here, ended up at Rogers State. I was going back and forth my senior year, and I heard about Rogers State University, and I applied to the honors program, and thankfully got the scholarship, and so that led me to here. Freshman year, I was more focused on honors than anything else, like as far as campus involvement goes. I had joined the campus activities team. I started playing on the esports team, but I didn't really do a whole lot else besides just focus on honors schoolwork until Phi Theta was getting started, and so the president at the time kind of came up to me and told me about it and said that I should join and see what it's all about. And so that's what I did. And that started out, I guess that would have been towards the end of my first semester, freshman year. And it was a great time and started to really get into it. So as freshman year went on, I wasn't doing a ton as far as like in the fraternity and everything else. I was, like I said, really focused on the honors program. But as freshman year went on, I got a little bit more involved in the fraternity and got to kind of see more of what it was about and what we were trying to become. And so it really started to interest me, and I wanted to become more involved and really focus on that. And then that summer, going into sophomore year, I decided to go to a conference that the fraternity was putting on nationally called the Clayburgh Leadership Institute. And it was a really great experience for me to see not only what the fraternity is nationally, but just also all the students and people all over the world that are involved in the fraternity. And so I got to meet so many different people and just learn how to become a better leader and what being a leader means for other people, kind of just being able to see what impact we can create for those on our campus. And so that was really starting to interest me. And so as sophomore year came around, I took a higher position in the fraternity as the warden and learned more about what it took to run something like as big as a fraternity. And it wasn't until the end of sophomore year when things started to take a turn. I started to feel pretty sick, I didn't really know what it was. It was like random fevers, random joint pain. I'd wake up with night sweats, and so we had no idea what was going on. It took about 8 weeks of going to doctors, getting tests ran, and I got a diagnosis that I had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL. It was obviously a huge stop to my life, as I had just been voted president of the fraternity. I had been doing great in schoolwork. You know, everything was going really well for me, and all of a sudden it all came to a stop. Because, you know, once you hear that you have leukemia, you have cancer, it's like, okay, well, now what? Like, when am I going to get past this, and to what is it going to look like after? So, you know, it's a lot of unknown. That summer, going into junior year, I started treatment, went through chemo, moved down to Houston for that whole fall semester junior year, and through the summer, went through chemo treatments. 7 months down, I was officially named in remission, and so I was able to kind of ease up on treatments a little bit, but still had a few things planned. And so not until January I finished my last treatment and went back to normal. So obviously after such a hard time, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like coming back to school again, living in Oklahoma again. But thankfully everything turned out really great. That February of junior year, I was up on the homecoming court and thankfully got king. And on that same day, out at the basketball court, I got engaged to my beautiful now wife. So after getting engaged, I was also president of the fraternity still, and so that was a huge focus of mine. Just, you know, making sure our fraternity is doing things well. You know, serving our philanthropy, creating brotherhood, and really just creating relationships between our guys, knowing that they have friends for life, has been the biggest focus of mine, and something that I am definitely very proud of. But now, coming towards the end of it, you know, I'm kind of excited to pass the torch, see what the guys younger than me can do with it. You know, now no longer president of the fraternity, I'm now married, and now moving on to, I guess, you know, being retired from college. I'll be just living the married life, finish up classes, and moving on to the work life. And it's been a great time. You know, I've learned so much. I'm very thankful for my time at Rogers State. But can't wait to see what's next.